Good morning, beautiful souls. This morning, I greet each and every one of you with love, good health. This morning, I want to leave a very important message with all the young youths. Parents out there, have you ever found yourself becoming the enemy towards your own children just because you're doing the right thing? Just because you're giving the right advice, you become the enemy towards your children. There are many parents out there who are struggling today with relationship towards their sons and their daughters. When you have young children, parents, you work hard to achieve good things in life. And every parent goes through struggles in life. Sometimes we have single parents, we have single father, single mother who go through so much struggles and they try the hardest best to still give their child a good life. There are parents out there who will sacrifice everything and anything to give their child a good life. And still, the parents become enemy towards their own child. When you have kids who are adult and they make mistakes, it's okay. Because when the child grows up, they need to experience life. They need to learn from their own mistakes. That is okay. Sometimes we find ourselves where we fall out with our children and we make up back. But sometimes we found ourselves in situations when we fall out with our children, we become the enemy. And our children do not want to speak to us ever again because they build that hate. They think you are the enemy. But they don't understand that you are just trying to protect them. When you have young daughters growing up, as a mother, you try your best to talk to your child about sex, about having sex, about going out and having boyfriends, or dating big men, or bad company, or doing drugs, smoking weed, doing coke, going and doing things secretly. You try as a mother, also as a father, you try to talk to your sons. Don't go out there and be abusive. Save your money. Focus on your life. Study so you can have a good future. Don't hang out with bad company. Don't be out late on the road. Behave yourself in a good manner. Conduct yourself in such a lovely way that people can appreciate you. Have a good personality. You try as a parent to teach your children all these good values in life. And sometimes you have young girls and boys who are growing up and they don't want to listen. They go out there and they make mistakes. They hang out with bad company. They start doing things secretly behind the parents' back. They start messing up their life. They start causing their own drama in their life. And when things don't go right, who do they blame? They turn and blame the parents that, oh, my mother is not there to support me. My mother cannot sit down and talk to me. My mother cannot communicate. My mother do not understand what I'm going through. My father do not understand what I'm going through. My father do not care. So, you would always find when children find themselves in bad situation, they always blame the parents for their mistakes. But when the parent, when the mother or the father is being there, talking to the child and teaching the child about life and to be aware of abuse in the family or talking to strangers or going out and doing things secretly, what can go wrong? The child do not listen. And the child turn back and blame the parents. When it's not the parents' fault. We have so many good, hard-working, dedicated parents who are there for the children all the time. And these parents become the enemy towards their own child. Because the child do not see, they do not understand what the parents is trying to do and protect them. Every one of us has to go through life and experience our own emotional problems, our own physical problem. Each one of us have to do it. But as parents, When you go through hardship in life and struggles in life, you don't want your children to go through that. And you try your hardest best to protect that child. You will do everything. But sometimes children just cause so much emotional pain to the parents because they don't listen. And when that child is hurting and they get themselves in drama and problems, it does hurt the parents. The parents do feel it. But sometimes as parents, we hold our emotional pain. We hold that pain deep down in our gut and we suffer with it. And sometimes parents like myself and many others out there, we make decisions and we let the child go out and live their life and do what they want. And we step back. When you step back and let that child go out and do what they want, do you know what happened? The child will turn back and blame you, that you was not a good mother. But the child did not see the stress that they were putting you under, the pressure, the emotional breakdown that you were going through. And all because parents or mom or father decide to step away from that relationship with the son or with the daughter. They want to step back and let the child just go and get on with your life. The mom becomes a bad mother or the father becomes a bad father because you as the parents decide to make a decision to let the child go because the child is not listening. And what happened? You become the enemy towards your own child because you are trying to do the right thing for the child do not understand. You become the enemy. There's many good parents out there who face this today. Good, hard-working, loving, caring parents who are struggling mentally, emotionally with this kind of feelings, where they do their best, they work hard when these children were little. They sleep on the floor. Sometimes they don't eat. They do 2-3 jobs. They don't take the money and buy clothes for themselves. They take the money and buy clothes for the children. They do everything to make the children look good. Anything the children want, they give the children. And when these children grow up, they become ungrateful. And when they want to blame somebody, they don't blame themselves. They turn back and blame the parents. And it's not the parents' fault. When the parent is trying to teach you, you don't listen. When the parent is trying to protect you, when your mother is trying to talk to you and protect you from danger, you did not understand and listen. And now in life, when your life is going wrong, you go and gossip. Children go and gossip about their own parents. They don't go and say the good things that, you know what, my mother was a good mother. My mother did everything hard, working hard, and did everything she sacrificed for me. You don't hear that. You don't hear children going and talking good things what the parents do for them. You would hear children going about talking the negative things. The things that never even happen. In the head, they make up their own little drama, their own little stories about the father and mother. That the father was bad, the mother was bad. And which none of that was not even true. But there are children out there, good children, who will say good things about the parents. But we have children out there also who will never appreciate what the mother do or what the father do for them. And we as parents, good, humble, loving parents, we become the enemy towards our children. But there is a saying that our children are going to become parents. They are going to become mother and father. And then they will understand exactly what the mother was talking about or what the father was talking about. Then is when they will understand.